Welcome to Easy English by Eddie Singh, and today we are going to do Class 9 Literature Supplementary Reader Moments. The topic is The Accidental Tourist by Bill Bryson. Well, The Accidental Tourist is a story about a clumsy man who panics a lot. This story teaches us the lesson that one should inculcate the habit of self control and patience while traveling. The author finds himself totally panicked in the condition when he is traveling. So he becomes a subject of laughing stock in front of the other people. Therefore, the story also teaches us a lesson that one should develop the skill and grace of traveling mannerly while being with other people. The story goes like this. The author is a confused man. The author discovers the fact that living in the real world is the most outstanding thing. People do their work and perform things very easily, but that is not the case with the author. The author often gets confused and panics, often finds himself in a situation of total confusion. For instance, while being in a cinema hall, he often, is lost and cannot find the lavatory. Many a times he forgets the room number in a hotel, and he becomes a subject of confusion in that situation. The author creates a mess at an airport while traveling on the eve of Easter, while flying to England with his family. When he arrived at the Logan airport in Boston, actually he does a very, ridiculous thing at the airport. His card was in the bag, and the jeep of the bag was not working properly. So in an anger, he pulled the jeep and just forcefully, and the jeep came off the bag, and the things from the bag fell down and got scattered all over the floor. And that really created a scene of, ridicule at the airport in front of a large number of people. He even got his finger injured with the jeep that really was very sharp. Then what happens that he is also creating a confusion while flying to some other places. Once in an aeroplane, he leaned down just to tie off his shoelaces. He just leaned down to tie off his shoelaces, and in the meantime, a passenger ahead of him pulled his seat just in front, and he fell down on the floor of the aeroplane. Just it created a confusion. It looked like a crash because it created a lot of noise. Once he looked at the glass of his soft drink to a lady sitting just beside him. Twice he knocked the bottle of the soft drink at the lap of the lady, and he just felt embarrassed while doing so. Another worst experience was in a flight while he was flying just with an important work. He started writing important notes in his diary. While writing an important notes, he was discussing with the lady sitting next to him, and his pen end was in his mouth. He couldn't notice the pen leaking, but when he went to the lavatory in the plane, he found that his mouth, his teeth, his chin, and even his face was completely in navy blue. He became a laughing stock in front of the other passengers. Another scene he created while he was traveling to Australia, the clerk informed him that his ticket was in the name of Bryson, and his ticket was in the name of William Bryson, and therefore it was a case of confusion. And the ticket clerk just told him that he couldn't be allowed to have the facilities of flying miles, and therefore he was not permitted to fly in the first class. And that is one confusion that he created. All over, we just find in this story that the author is a very confused man. Now I am going to read out some of the important points of the story. The author describes that he is easily confused. He has to look for the lavatory in a cinema many times. He also forgets his room number in the hotel. Once the author was on a trip to England. There was mess all around at the airport due to the zip of the bag, which was just taken off the bag, and the things got scattered over the floor. Once, while traveling in a plane, he knocked the glass of cold drink twice on the lady sitting beside him. The worst incident occurred when he was traveling and writing something in his notebook. The pen was in his mouth. It leaked out. He couldn't notice the leaking of the pen. He was surprised to see his mouth, teeth, pen, and tongue all in navy blue. And therefore, he became a laughing stock in front of the other people. The author did not get his flying miles because he couldn't find the card in time. Once traveling to Australia, he was informed by the ticket clerk or by the air clerk that his ticket was in the name of B. Bryson, and he was traveling in the name of W. Bryson. So he was not able to avail the facilities of traveling in the first class. He was unable to convince the clerk that Bill and William were hardly different. So thus we come to conclude the summary of the story. Thank you.